Hello and welcome, everyone. Cybersecurity Team USA has been invited to attend the Five Eyes Alliance Global Summit. Our team has been given the responsibility to conduct a baseline analysis in an effort to create a secure communications network for the United States federal government sector. We have analyzed cybersecurity policies that have been developed by the National Institute of Standards and Technology, developed security assessments, produced vulnerability reports, utilized network intrusion and detection tools, conducted data packet analysis, and created a cybersecurity policy matrix that represents policies and laws that address cybersecurity management and technology in relation to the other nations that are being represented at the Global Summit. The agency's Chief Information Security Officer has recently informed our cybersecurity team that there has been anomalous network traffic causing system vulnerabilities. It has been determined that the internal threat is linked with recent denial of service attacks. In an effort to get the summit back up and running, the Cybersecurity Team USA will conduct a comprehensive analysis of the incident, analyze network traffic, provide an incident response plan in case of another cyber event, and inform our allies on how to protect their networks through an indicator sharing report. Let's go over the table of contents. Today we will cover the following for the presentation: introduction, cybersecurity risk assessment, vulnerability matrix, best practices and countermeasures, incident response plan, service level agreement, Five Eyes Alliance indicator sharing report, and final forensics report. Introduction. Protecting networks from cyber attacks is a continuous job. Despite the efforts of a cybersecurity management team, breaches may still occur and data can become compromised. Cyber criminals are capable of bypassing intrusion detection systems, transmit viruses, exploit vulnerabilities, hijack network sessions, and cause irreversible damages. This report will focus on analyzing and responding to anomalous network activities, while considering system design, network security protocols, monitoring, implementation, and remediation. Cybersecurity risk assessment. Performing risk assessments requires examining the organization's history of threats and evaluating risks to prioritize risk management investments in accordance with cost versus benefit. Recognizing security vulnerabilities allows a cybersecurity team to conduct well-informed, risk-based decisions, thus ensuring a strong and secure information security infrastructure. Outlining the risk management process is essential to support the organization's goals and objectives and establish context associated with risk-based decisions. The figure shown illustrates the risk management process and information and communication flows among the different components. Vulnerability matrix. It is critical to categorize, define, and identify the multiple system vulnerabilities that have been uncovered. Assessing the impact and severity of attacks allows the cybersecurity team to effectively provide mitigation strategies. Social engineering exploits are used to attack a target or discover information through various methods. These methods include phishing attacks that use social engineering mechanisms to steal classified and sensitive data. These attacks occur when users open email attachments and become exposed to malware. Spoofing involves deceiving the user with misled information from disguised sources. Cybercriminals can use executable attachments in emails that contain malicious viruses such as Trojans. Distributed denial of service attacks compromise a network and make network services unavailable to the user community. Multiple sources can flood the network system with redundant data packets and prevent legitimate requests from being fulfilled. Best Practices and Countermeasures, Part 1. It is imperative that the cybersecurity team uses network-based intrusion detection systems, also known as NIDS, to detect unlawful data transmissions and identify malicious content. Using NIDS allows the cybersecurity team to create rule files with snorts in a given directory to reflect appropriate alerts when cyber threats are present on the network systems. Wireshark is a highly effective network traffic analysis tool that provides detailed information on data transmission and provides pertinent data packet information, such as ports that were used, IP addresses, and protocol types. Enforcing security controls during the system development lifecycle is fundamental in maintaining compliance and validation against system requirements. Best Practices and Countermeasures, Part 2. In regards to security engineering, the cybersecurity team can implement symmetric and asymmetric cryptography for strong encryption and decryption mechanisms. Asymmetric encryption uses a pair of connected keys, one of which is secret and only known to the recipient, while symmetric encryption uses a secret key that is both known to the sender and receiver. Using digital certificates provides verification of data transmissions and incorporates a secure communication link that uniquely identifies the sender of the message. Strong encryption mechanisms such as Advanced Encryption Standard, or AES, is a cryptographic algorithm that allows 128, 192, or 256-bit key links. Caesar cipher also uses an algorithm that replaces each letter of the alphabet with a letter placed down or up according to a given key, whereas the Wegener cipher allows more than one alphabet to encrypt data. In this case, there is a one-to-many relationship between each letter, and its substitute provides greater security for data encryption. Incident Response Plan. The development of an incident response plan is a critical component of a cyber threat mitigation and remediation. The first step involves identifying roles and responsibilities. That includes incident response manager, security analysts, threat researchers, management, audit and risk management specialists, general counsel, and public relations. Understanding the requirements of each phase allows a cybersecurity team to effectively assess the current distributed denial of service attack. Incident handling also includes the concept of swim lanes. Using this process flow diagram distinguishes tasks among the teammates and is an effective mechanism for organizing activities into categories based on functional capabilities or responsibilities. Service Level Agreement. A Service Level Agreement, or SLA, provides a guarantee of the services provided by a third party, and is an agreement that will provide specific services at key times. As part of the Global Summit, the SLA provides remediations in writing and is critical in determining how much downtime is allowed. Reviewing the SLA with the Internet Service Provider provides visibility into the services that will be rendered. It is important to clearly define the SLA to ensure that the distributed denial of service attacks are effectively managed and that network system is monitored at all times during the summit. Network uptime and safeguarding proprietary and sensitive data is a priority for the cybersecurity team. Thus, it is essential to maintain expectations and communication at all times. 5i Alliance Indicator Sharing Report. Safeguarding proprietary and sensitive data is extremely important. Implementing common access card technologies and multi-factor authentication mechanisms strengthens the confidentiality and integrity of data. Managing and updating firewall configurations places restrictions on inbound and outbound network traffic. Establishing a disaster recovery plan and effectively communicating activities to the user community can assess and prevent further system exploits. Final Forensic Report. Providing details on network attack techniques, network attack vectors, and comparing the tools and technologies that were used to analyze network intrusions explains the motives of attacks and provides effective measures for strengthening network security. As indicated, the web server experienced user datagram protocol, or UDP flooding, also known as denial of service attack. Countless HTTP and GET requests overwhelmed the network and made it essentially unresponsive. Security analysts determined that the viruses were transmitted via email attachments, and due to expired antivirus software, the viruses were undetected. Continuously monitoring network traffic allows a cybersecurity team to distinguish legitimate traffic from malicious traffic. Identifying protocol types and conducting risk and vulnerability reports is paramount in identifying system vulnerabilities and utilizing the strongest security features.